the wind or be able to work with the wind the best. There's going to be a lot of ugly football in these conditions. Gusts reaching up to 70 kilometres an hour, they say, Spot.
Yep, out at Walpyup has been, yep.
So I was only going to make it a scrappy contest. So it's going to be a lot of work rate, and yeah, when you've got your opportunity to convert, they just got to be converted in finals footy. And whoever does that the best, I think, will go on and play Wentworth next Sunday.
Yep, so young Nick beside me here will be all over both sides, and I will be, as usual, quite useless with calling people's names, so you'll have to bear with us with that. Yeah, we'll call it as best as we can, and hopefully you have a good day having a bit of a watch. Anyone that's sitting at home watching it, be pretty nice sitting on the couch watching it as opposed to being here with all this wind, I'd reckon, Nick?
Yeah, it'd be a nice comfortable spot. So these two played against each other 2 weeks ago at Robinvale, and Robinvale had a pretty comprehensive 81 to 42 point win. So, and they've come in pretty good form, Robinvale. They've been able to regroup after their losing a few points, and I expect them to be favourites today. But there's enough class on the Mildura side with Kerridge, Martin, Rogerson, Lee, that you just can't discount them. They can have a good day, use their experience, and you just never know finals footy.
No, and it's going to be different because of that win too. Like, you look at all the previous matches of the juniors and seconds, like 7 or 8 goals as a winning score has been up until now. I know the senior footy should be a little bit better skill level in the win, but you know, it's going to be a low scoring affair, you would think. It's just a matter of which side scraps it out the best.
I've missed who won the toss and who will be kicking which way, but from what we can tell up here, the wind's going nearly directly across from the grandstand side to the trotting track, maybe possibly favouring left of screen slightly, but it's definitely going to be going across wind, and it's going to be about who can just maintain possession or control the footy well enough when it's windy.
Well, there's going to be mistakes made on both sides, by foot and by hand, after watching the last few games, so it's a matter of which side can actually be the cleanest. I think will potentially win the game, I'd say.
Yep, so Robinvale have had Dion Camira become a star forward in a way. He's kicked 27 goals for the year, and he's been their best 11 times, so he's definitely impressed, and you'll be looking for a big game today. And Isaiah Johnson, he also got 27 goals, so that would be the two, along with Ricardo Liparota. But Robinvale will be looking to kick the winning score. Down at Mildura's end, Elijah Brown, 26 goals, and that's best. Well, that's good enough for 9th in the league at the moment. And then you also got the experience of Anthony Matthews still up there. So, and Kamala Lando is obviously a class player still. So it's going to be up to those sort of players to take their chances. And we look down the post at the southern end, and they're shaking around. We're shaking around up here a little bit. It's cats and dogs conditions here.
Yeah, it's certainly very blustery at times, and it dies down to absolutely no wind. So if you had to have a shot for goal right at this second, it'd be bloody near impossible to kick goals, and yet wouldn't have been 7 or 8 minutes ago there was hardly a breath of wind. So it's going to be an interesting day.
So both sides just doing their finishing preparations. And as always, the first 10 minutes of the final are high intensity. The pressure's up. Everyone's going hard at it. So just be whoever can be clean at those moments. They might just get a little jump, and I think any lead today is going to be a good lead. It's going to be tough to come from behind.
Well, we are here at Blackburn Park. Obviously, Hoyslers are Onion Kanga's major sponsor. Up on top of the hill there, Joe, if you can pan in, and got a bit of equipment sitting up there. There's probably about $2 million worth of equipment in those 3 items sitting over there. So thank you very much for Hoyslers being the major sponsor of our football club. Plus all the other sponsors that get around too, we like to give them a bit of a plug. Football clubs and netball clubs certainly don't run without sponsors, so we'd like to thank everyone that's involved in all the sides. Thank them very much for everything they do. This commentary today, live streaming, is brought to you by Filming Footy, and the stats are brought to you by Filming Footy, and the stats powered by Dartfish. So as usual, it's been a good concept. We've enjoyed doing it throughout the year. This will be our first final we've had a crack at, Nick, so bear with us. If it's your team, you're sitting home watching and we don't quite get named through it, we will try our best. Sometimes it's a bit hard to see. Joe, the cameraman, will be shaking a little bit. It's pretty windy, so hopefully it's all right.
So our starting midfield for Robinvale, you've got Adkins, who's kind of a great, intriguing challenge today with John O'Lee, and there's probably the two best ruckmen in the competition at the moment. Then at Adkins' feet, you've got Zapier, Neil, I think Mezzatesta. Whereas for Mildura, you've got your big guns in there. You've got Kerridge, you've got Rogerson. I think it could be Martin from this angle.
And Maxi Gorn. Don't forget Maxi Gorn in there.
So everything's ready to start. Sorry, it's Nathan Nolan in the midfield there for Mildura, and he's a sensational player. Got the zinc cream on, definitely wise.
Here we are, we're underway. Ball gets thrown up in the middle. Ruckman go at it. Wrestle it. Ball bounces on the ground. Big hurried kick forward, not really favouring anybody. Big high contact, but nothing played there. That's a quick little handball. Hit a target up. That's beautiful footy for the first couple of seconds of the game.
Well done there by Elijah Brown. Repping the blonde hair. He's able to good kick inside 50. Find Camaro Lando. He knows where the goals are.
This will still be a good kick. There's a fair bit of cross breeze.
So strike an early blow. Lando from 45 moves it around. It's an ugly looking kick, but it might fall virtuously.
I'd say that's a great pass.
And I think it's Zach McDonald, former under 18 captain for Mildura, and he'll have a shot here. But as we saw with Lando's kick, it's tough conditions.
Yeah, and it's not just the fact that the ball gets carried once they've kicked it. Just to drop it on your foot squarely without it blowing offline is a tough gig in a day like today, the cross breeze. Struck that pretty good. Oh, behind the stick. I thought he had that. That must have swung late on the breeze. And the first score goes to Mildura.
So we got Mezzatesta to kick out here for Robinvale. It's going to be tough to score from that side if you're going at it. Martin underneath, and it's brought over the line by Liparota.
From the nutrient ag sign. Gets a bit of a glare off the cars there for Joe the cameraman. She's a bit hard to see. Thrown in on the flank. Two ruckmen will go at it again. Wynn gets hold of the ball a bit. Should be a holding free kick and not paid. Ball gets socket off the ground. Anyone in between us? Here's a foot race. Oh, that's nearly a throw. Not paid. Quick kick, beautifully smothered. Handball, no one can quite get a clean possession. There it is, the first one. Good hands. Not so good at hands. Oh, and then a good smother. There's some fundamental mistakes getting made by both sides here. No one can call a big don't argue.
Josh Goss was knocked over there, but Mildura trying to link out through hands. And it's been called for a throw. And a little bit argy-bargy there. The road is up and about for Robinvale. So I'm not sure who'll take the kick. Might be Ethan Gill.
Ethan Gill gave the big don't argue a minute ago.
So ball's taking a little while to get to Gill. He's got to go fetch it himself. And this won't be an easy kick either. An experienced campaigner, Gill, and he hasn't had much luck with injuries of recent years, which sort of robbed Robinvale of one of the star players in the competition. He can play anywhere in the field, and they've got him in attack for the moment. So he'll line up from about 35 out.
Nearly back him.
Sorry?
I reckon I'll nearly back him. I reckon he'll kick it. Wind's just dropped a little bit.
The left foot up. Kicks through it well. But still missed to the near side. And that could be the story of today.
Both sides having an early opportunity. You see in the previous 2 or 3 games, there's been a lot of balls sort of carried into the goal square to kick the goals. Hasn't been many kicked from outside, so that may be the secret.
Goss kicks out. Goes long. It's over the top of Aaron Jury. And the boundary line will be the winner. You'll be getting your money's worth being a boundary umpire on that side of the ground today.
Blokes on this side could nearly come in here and have a rest, I reckon.
Tag them at half time. You do one half on that, then I'll do the next. Atkins and Lee again. Goes towards Mildura's goal, but cleaned up by Robinvale. Snaps inside 50. And the boundary line's the winner again. you nearly have 3 of them that side because they're not sure it's going to come over this grandstand side. So those at home probably get a better view than anyone with Joe the cameraman hopefully zooming in on the action from there.
Ball gets thrown in, the ruckman go at it again. This time Gill's been held onto, should get a free kick. No, he's going to ask him to throw it back in. Had hold of Gill's jumper the whole time then. Anyway, it'll get thrown back in, the 2 ruckmen will go at it again. Gill's favouring the wing side, but it's blown miles to the other side. He's tapped it, we could have gathered it. Round the corner, quick hurried kick. Robinvale in the van, that goes out of bounds. It'll be another throw in just in front of Maxi Gorns, in front of the Hoyslers machinery up the back there. Yeah. Thanks to Brent Morris and Melissa Morris for the header coming in, and Dogsy Callaghan for the loader. So ruckman go at it. One by Lee again, but not to anyone in particular. Both sides are struggling to get it out of the centre with any authority. Good, strong tackle, and he's penalised. Can't quite see who's got that.
Lehu.
Yep.
He chips it short to Kerridge. He's got Rogerson short, and finds him, uses him. Martin's got space in the middle, but they're going wide. Well, come through there by DeRosa. He gets it forward. Braden Turner fumbles. Robinson on the left. He's going to go to the back.
Oh, well judged.
Garifero, I think it is. I probably butchered that. Sorry, mate. Comes out.
Smith.
We got Reeves here. He goes, pumps it down the line. Gill's underneath it. Well bodied, but it's going to be wrapped up. A little bit of work there by Cooper Roberts, recruit from Sea Lake Nandali. Held a key defensive post for Mildura throughout the season, and she's getting shaky up here. Lee Rogerson, he goes to the ground. Comes forward for Zappia. Handball finds Neil. The reigning McLeod medalist. Push it across the face. Well, maybe the wind pushed it across the face more than he did.
Both sides actually kicking the ball pretty good into that breeze. I suppose being a complete cross breeze, they're still getting their distance and a bit of penetration. So, good thing it's not favouring one end. It'd be bloody near impossible to kick into it.
Yeah. It'd be a run and gun and hope for the best. Jack Leslie just coming on for Robinvale. Goss has got the kicking in duties. He's got Lee down the line, and he's almost taking the chest mark, but the ball falls over the boundary line. So both sides are choosing to use the defensive wing at the moment. Joe the cameraman's asking, why aren't they coming to this side so they might have a chance of scoring? Atkins gets a little kick out. Leslie goes after it. Ball goes past him. He goes in for a second effort, and he's wrapped up.
Yeah, the game's been a bit scrappy the last 5 or 6 minutes, as you sort of would expect it to be. It's thrown up. 2 ruckmen go at it again. One by Lee once again. He's put a holding out, which...
Free kick to Lee.
Yeah, look, it's probably there, but there's been 3 or 4 worse ones, I would have thought. Ooh.
Kerridge quickly gets the handball received. Bangs it long. Robinson traps it. Handballs over his shoulder. Comes to Brown. He kicks it high. Matthews coming out of the goal square. Runs underneath it. Little nudge in the back. Robinvale mop up. Jack Leslie will take the uncontested mark.
Good lefter.
Great work there by Joseph Matteo. Jaffe's got time. They've got an extra number out here. Kicks it out in front of...
we can't quite see. Joe,
I think that's Mezzatesta. Comes into Reeves. And he's gone central, and it might come off.
Ooh.
Courageous effort there by Drury. Oh, big bump by Neil.
Oh, and knee to the head.
Handballs to Kerridge. He's got time. Good little kick to find Lehu. He's got Slorick by himself, and great spoil by Matteo in front of Zach McDonald.
Couple of good hits there.
Yeah.
Body's getting thrown around.
Yeah,
Ball gets thrown in directly in front of the Union United bar. Crowd haven't got noisy yet. I guess they will later on if the game gets close, but... Oh, could have been holding there, not paid. That's holding the ball there. He's had plenty of opportunity and will be done.
Nathan Nolan got wrapped up there. Ooh. Neil's already sporting some tape around his head. He chips it. Gill presenting well. Given a bit of leg room there by Cooper Roberts. They go wide.
Oh, that's a good
great
kick from
mark
this fella.
by Mezzatesta. He puts it in front of Johnson. Good little bit of body work. Little hold, but it comes through. Roberts
well
bursts
done.
through one. Comes out to Holworth. Jack Leslie traps it. Gets it back in the handball. Comes back to Reeves. Misses it. Zach Badon comes in. Bit late though. Joey Mattio's got time just to compose it, but misses Turner the kick. Orlando comes through. Great tackle by Turner. It had to be stuck. Mildura had the opportunity to get the handball and go forward, but that's why he's captain. Great tackle by Turner. Lee tries to get the carriage, and it's been another ball up.
Well, he's probably getting in a little bit in front of the tap so far, I'd suggest. Hasn't been able to get it to his midfielders, but he's been winning the ruck contest, I think 9 times out of 10. This one hits the ground. Quick handball out wide. Well, should have had time to turn back into traffic. Oh, quick handballs. This is a good little link up here.
Had to be a handball there from Leslie, and Tyler Martin will clean up here for Mildura. He had 2 handball options inside there. But it's easy to see that from our seat here. Bit difficult under the heat of finals. Martin, that's done everything in the air, that.
Looked like one of your golf swings, mate.
Yeah, definitely wasn't my best day on the course yesterday. I reckon it might have been the company. Anyway, it's Camara. And he finds the target inside 50. I think it's Reeves. Yeah,
almost looks like he's limping a little bit there, actually.
Reeves has been busy for Robinvale early. And we're 11 minutes in and no one's kicked the goal yet. It's been a few good efforts, but it's going to take the best kicks to go through the big sticks today. And that is what Reeves has produced there. Robinvale get the first goal. Robinvale 1 goal, 2-8, leading Mildura 0 goals, 1 behind.
Yeah, that's a good kick. There won't be a lot of goals kicked like that today, I don't think. That's a class act. Been following plenty of the footy too. Actually, the guns on both sides have been going pretty good so far, haven't they? The ones we sort of expected pre-game have certainly been the ones with the footy in their hand.
So we got Eddie in the ruck for Robinvale, but falls to a third player flying through. Frost doesn't see the throw, goes out to Neil. He goes inside 50. Johnson's going to come from behind, get this little push out, not paid. Tap goes over the head of his teammate, somehow not kept in by Camara in front of the Hot FM radio, and they'll be copping all the wind over there.
Yeah, don't want to spot them spots. Have a look at the sheet in front of them flapping like a flag. Andrew Nice, throw it in. Beautiful throw in, perfect. Ball goes straight up after the... Oh, could have been without the ball but not paid either way. Bit of body work there. Oh, good opportunity for Robinvale to get in there and pick that up. Oh, got him high with a bump, I think. Just grazed him, but it was there.
Yeah, Dylan Murphy didn't like the attention Tyler Martin received there, but Martin gets back up. Kicks long to Lee and Robinson. Robinson pushes his man under the ball and it goes over the boundary line. Don't think any teams have had success going from that side, have they yet, Joe?
No. Most of the footy's been over there, over in the old dog track side, right in front of the Elders sign and the O'Connors sign. The ball gets thrown in. No ruckman wins it to anybody. Oh, that's pushing the back probably, but not paid.
Umpire Frost will have a ball up.
Actually, umpire's been pretty good so far. Ball gets thrown up. No one gets that contest either. Hits the ground again.
Rogerson.
Yeah, well done.
Quick hands out, and Robinson's out the back here. Turner makes him work for it. Good pressure applied. And the boundary line will win again. Not sure he came in and helped Braden Turner there, but it was a great tackle.
Right in front of Edgar's financial solutions. That could mate of mine, Clinton. Ball gets thrown in. Wing gets over that. Well, grabs it out of the ruck. Contest. Good body on body. Anyone's ball. Oh, great tackle. Cleared his arms well with Gill. Handball over top should have been done for not having the possession of the ball, and has been. Ball gets chipped out wide. Not a lot on offer that's clear. It's going to be a contest. It gets over the back with Juna Van, but they're not. Well done. Ball gets handballed up. Good numbers there. She's hot again. Oh, well worked out of there.
Mezzatesta kicks it low inside 50, but well intercepted there. Tyler Martin's definitely having an impact at half back here for Mildura. Kicks it in front of DeRosa, I think it is. He tries to run away. He gets pushed as he's kicked. He gets pushed as he tries to kick it, and out of bounds it goes. Mildura just haven't been able to find a mark at half forward to then have a controlled kick inside 50 yet. So that'll be something they'll try and produce as this quarter goes into the 15th minute.
Yeah, well done. Straight down to Kerridge. Kick's got smothered, getting plenty of attention every time he gets near the foot. He gets another look at it. This time he goes inboard, the inside of the step of the boot. Robinvale up and down. I think this has been advantage, but he's missed it.
So Zach McDonald took the advantage, didn't quite convert. In these conditions, you're probably more likely to kick the ball, taking the advantage and trying to kick it on the run rather than the set shot. Just with you kick your set shots generally a little bit higher. Mezzatesta roosts one out of the
good kick.
Full back, and Eddie's out for Robinvale, but Martin recovers well. A little soccer in danger, and it's paid.
Having a good quarter. Looks to drive it long. There's not many clear options. You just going to have to kick it up to a contest. Looking for Big Maxi Gorn. Can't quite get there. Oh, good handball outside, but can't quite get there. Right in front of 30 Beck Balance's business. Valance.
Yeah, they were out on the road this week. Not quite sure they were, but they have a few big projects on the go. Mezzatesta, that's a little bit silly. He should have known, but he's got to try and avoid touching that. The throw wasn't exactly where he thought it was going to end up, but John O'Lee, he'll have a chance here. Yeah, Reeves smart just to make sure Kerridge doesn't get loose, but he didn't quite follow it through. Kerridge pumps it high, and the wind takes it. Misses to the left-hand side, and those goalposts are rattling and shaking.
That was always on that handball. That was well done by Kerridge, but I think they've got to get on top of that because that's about the third or fourth time he's done that.
Yeah, I thought Reeves was aware to it, and Kerridge just
a bit slippery.
Reacted quickly and got it through, and that's a great kick by Mezzatesta. Eddie can't mark it. Elijah Brown recovers. Gathers. Takes a bounce. Gets to 40. Kicks it across the face, and it's all Robinvale. Zach DeRosa puts a bit of a bump on there, and he gets 50 for his troubles. And I think that's Joey Zappia, who will run it out. James Zappia, I should say, sorry. Ball goes long inside 50. Liparota Gathers. Look away handball. Misses Zappia. On hands and knees, Martin dishes out to Goss, but he can't handle it.
Oh, too high.
And it's wrapped up.
Gilly on the bottom.
18 minutes gone. Ball goes down. A chip to the boundary line.
Deliberate as you get it. That is as deliberate as you can get it.
And he's being paid. Yeah, not quite Jack.
That's Riley O'Connor-esque, that is. That's as obvious as Butsy used to do it 6 times ago.
Bit of an error there by Howarth, but it's going to be a tough kick for Michael Zappia from that pocket. He runs around onto his left, kicks it. Oh, look at that going a ride. And it nearly falls to Johnson. Mitch Robertson handballs it down in particular. Goss.
Good hands.
And it's going to come straight back in. A lowish kick, finds the ground. Slorak kicks it through the middle. Robinson can't quite gather. Turner does. Clean handball. Finds the ground, unfortunately. It's going to be a bit of a day like that. Zappia goes in. Robinson to Goss, I think it was. Comes out, and Mildura got a bit of time here. DeRosa. And it's... hope he gets the boundary line because it's all Robinvale there. And Mezzatesta sees it across. Jeez, didn't that kick inside 50 ball? I think it was Michael Zapier just do a lot of things in the air.
Yeah, I've seen something similar to that at Williamstown there one time in the video footage when the ball went actually over the bloke who kicked it, almost went through the goals and come back and went over the man on the mark. And he marked his own ball.
Kerridge has been held without the footy. He'll probably be up to possession number 10 by now. He hasn't quite been able to be as damaging with those kicks as you would like, and that could be another example there. The ball floats over the boundary line.
He's actually had 2 or 3 balls smothered and some handballs in close, so can't quite get him clear. So they're aware of how dangerous he is, but they're doing a fair job on him so far. But he's still finding the footy just the same.
Mildura would love to get a quick one here just to put the pressure back on Robinvale. The wind takes that. Well done by Robinson. And it's ball's bumbling about. Lando goes in hard and gets a high free kick, and he gets a little push through his troubles, and it's going to be 50 metres. Robinvale just needs to make sure I don't do anything silly here, but with the way the wind's looking, that's a bit of a gift. That's a bit of a gift. Lando did lower his body, which does help get the high free kick, but one mistake turned into 2 there for Robinvale, the 50-metre penalty to make a sure thing of this.
Well, that was a pretty tough kick from goal from where he was, turned into a certain goal, and the way today's conditions are, I don't think you can afford to be doing too much of that. Very undisciplined.
So, 21 minutes in. Robinvale, 1 goal. What are we, Spotty? 1 goal, 2-8.
Yep.
And Mildura now have the lead.
Yep, 1 goal, 3. 9 points. As sort of we expected at the start of the game. We didn't think there'd be a very high scoring match, and so far it's looking that way, but only takes 10 minutes of footy and this game can be busted open pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we got Rogerson, Nolan, Matthews and Kerridge in the midfield for Mildura, and we got Reeves, Zapier, Adkins and Michael Zapier for Robinvale. Ball goes to Kerridge, the 17s on each other. Big right foot snap. And it falls to Lando. He's having an impact early. He's got Robinson all by himself. Is the kick going to get there in time? Not quite. Matteo, he scraps over top it. Robinson pulls him off it, goes in, gets it. Side step by Rogerson, and geez, look at the wind take that. It came slightly off his instep, and once it did that, like my hooks yesterday, they weren't coming back.
I can't remember you hitting any that far.
Long kick out of defence. Matthews reads it best, but Atkins does enough to push it over the boundary line.
In front of the AN next, Jason Morris. The Elders won as well. Good sponsors of the footy club. All get thrown in. Going to go at it again. Bit of pushing and shoving. Again, no, not to anyone clear. I think that's probably where both sides could really improve, is neither of them have actually been able to find a rover. There hasn't been a clear ball come out of the centre yet, has there?
No, there's been plenty of pressure at those stoppages, but it hasn't been too many times where teams have been able to cleanly link out the front, because that's where you get the most damage out of clearances. Adkins tries to gain some ground for Robinvale, but it carries to Kerridge. He finds DeRosa by hand. The handball doesn't quite work, but good follow-up there by Jesse Gosman. The ball's still about. Handball forward by Robinvale. Bit of body work. Ball goes over the line, and that gust picked up their spot.
Yeah, no, we're starting to shake a little bit up here. We haven't had a look on the radar for a little while to see what's coming, but we'll have a look in a second.
The ball falls short of both ruckmen, and the boundary line's winning again. A little bit of coolness to that little breeze hitting us right now.
Yeah, it certainly had the change come through about 20 minutes ago.
I wonder where my washing will end up by the end of today, but I hung on the line this morning. High tackle, and Foss gives the free kick. Bit of language out there, not sure if that was from a fan or a player. Zach DeRosa has the footy.
So according to play on, and he's been pinged. This is a reversal.
Sorry, Will DeRosa. Anyway, Zapier takes a kick, but he didn't go behind his mark. So, got Zapier again. One of the rare players going to the long stocks, but he's been doing that since we played under 12s against him in school footy. So flat kick, and it falls to Kamira. He'll be kicking from outside 50. He tries to kick it to this side, and no one's on the same page as him, and Cooper Roberts takes an uncontested intercept mark.
There you go, that's called a time. That leaves a 1 point ball game. 1 goal, 1 8 points to Robinvale, to Mildura 1 goal, 3 9 points. As expected, a fairly low scoring game. Who's your better player so far, Nick?
Kerridge has had plenty of it in the midfield for Mildura. Mitch Rogerson's been clean, and Tyler Martin across half back is
been good.
It might be a bit of a defender's day when the kicks aren't quite going to go where the person kicking the footy is intending. So if defenders are of a good enough quality like Martin is, they could have a fair few touches, as is Matteo and Braden Turner, half back for Robinvale.
No, it's been pretty interesting. Just having a quick look at the weather app. For those watching at home, it might not look that windy. It is an average of 49 k's an hour, gusting up to 69. So it is proper blowy out here at Blackburn Park.
Yeah, don't often see winds like this at this time of year. But finals footy throws everything into the mix, and sometimes you've got to adjust to the windy conditions, and that might sort the good teams from the not so good.
All this live streaming, as usual, is brought to you by Filming Footy, and the stats are brought to you by Filming Footy and powered by Dartfish. So we're about to start the second quarter. I'll be interested to see what changes have been made and what the attack will be. I'd like to see both sides actually bring the ball this way a little bit more, and I think there's more chance to score from over this way. But I'll be interested to see what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough gig scoring today, and just being able to move the ball cleanly by foot's a challenge. So it's going to be a bit of a battle of who can link up the best and take their chances when it's inside 50. Lee and Atkins do battle. Lee clearly gets it. Nolan handballs over the top, but finds Kerridge. His handball finds the grass. Good pressure there by Atkins. He's run across to help out on the wing. Kerridge gets it. Tries to don't argue. And he's holding the footy.
I reckon he nearly got his handball out in time myself, but anyway.
James Zappi will have the kick.
23 seconds in, he's had 2 possessions.
Finds Atkins, who spills the chest mark, but handballs to Neil. He's under pressure. Goes to Atkins, who tries to get it out to his teammate, Reeves, the only Robinvale goal kicker in the first quarter. That's not James Zappi. Michael Zappi takes a good mark. And he'll try and find someone. He's got Gill as the target. Cooper Roberts comes through. Comes out near the boundary. Centering kick. Liparota takes the mark. Push not given.
It was a pretty obvious push in the back, and the umpire's in the right spot to see it, but anyway.
Yeah, he judged the flight of the ball well, which is tough to do in these conditions. And
still not an easy get.
Yeah. This would be like watching me have a 5-foot putt.
How many times have we watched that?
Too many. Especially when they don't go in and you have to do 3 in one hole. Anyway, hopefully Liparota will have success here from a Robinvale perspective.
Oh, that's nearly shaved the post.
Yeah, I think he's going to give it. He just wanted to hold off his celebration until the official word came through, but boy, did that break late if we're talking golf.
I reckon Dustin Fletcher had been at the bottom of that, shoving the goalpost like he did all them years ago. That would have been a point, I reckon.
So that shows how important it is to kick through the ball today. And so 2 minutes in, Liparota puts Robinvale back in front.
Oh, good knee to the leg there. Maxie Gorn's copped the I'd say will be a very sore corky come tomorrow. And go at it, both holding. Lee gets it out. Again, not to anyone in particular. Robinvale sent him that goes out wide. That's a nice grab. And he's off. Good quick handball to Kerridge.
Reeves bangs it inside 50. The 2-17s have been quite influential, and it's a minor score there for Reeves.
Geez, what am I looking? I've looked at 17 and called it bloody the wrong team straight away.
So we got Josh Goss.
There's one mouthful of beer and it's got to me.
He's got John O'Lee long. Adkins and he will do battle, but it falls onto the chest of Rogerson.
Good shepherd there by Lee, actually. He knew he was going to drop that side.
In no hurries, Rogerson. He's asked to play on, and it's going to fall to Turner. Turner goes inboard. He's got Reeves, but it goes over top of him. Great pressure by Mezzatessa. Camara almost in the back. Good recovery there by Mildura, but doesn't quite work out. Handball from Camara, and they end up with Neil. And he kicks it in front of Matt Camara. Ball bounces nicely for him. He slips, gets back up, knocks to his own advantage. Doesn't quite gather though.
I don't think he wants it.
Neil goes through again. He gets the handball to Camara, and Mildura somehow gained possession. Kick goes down the line over the top. Zach McDonald goes to ground, and Matteo skates it in. Handballs over the top, finds Leslie. And over it goes.
Well, it'll be thrown in front of the Alien Mechanics sign of Matt Berries. Bit shaky, yeah. Apologies for Joe the cameraman. He's a bit windy up here. It's starting to shake our commentary position.
Nolan to McDonald to Kerridge. Breaks one tackle, was high.
Oh, lucky. free kick was there, but he was going back in through traffic.
Robinson's got space. One step kick. Doesn't find him, but onto the chest. I think that's Mitch Rogerson resting forward. I'm not sure if he was the intended target there, but I don't think the intended target's going to win too many today. It's going to be whoever's paying attention and react quickly to the error in the kick.
It's one of those days where you just can't take your eye off the ball no matter where you think your opponent is or anywhere. The ball's going to drop into some silly places and you just must be watching the ball the entire time. That's a nice goal.
And that's what Rogerson did. He's done that twice in a couple of minutes, judging the ball well in the air, being in position to take advantage of the wind, and he took advantage of his opportunity there. And I think that's Mildura back in front there.
Yep, ball point.
Fair
2 goals, 2-14, 2 goals, 3-15.
Nathan Nolan with the quick handball out there, set up that goal opportunity.
Must have missed a point there somewhere, I reckon. Should be 2 goals, 3 to 2 goals, 3. I think it's equal. Ball gets thrown up. Ruckman go at it. Big punch by Lee forward. Again, not to advantage. 2 bodies go at it. Robinvale wanted that little bit more. Pushed off his kick. Which was a good. Oh, that's a nice mark. Good work. Get the front position.
Yeah, Elijah Brown, very talented player. He wheels on to his right. There's a high ball. Who's going to read that the best? Matthews comes in hard. Lando gets the crumb. Right foot snap.
That's a
It's
goal.
gone through. No free kick given on the goal line, and what a clean gather and turn and snap there by Kamala Lando. And taking opportunities like that could be a different spot.
Yep, absolutely. Good shepherd right on the line as well. Waited to the last second to make sure he didn't give away a free kick, so very impressive from Mildura. 6-point margin.
So great mark there by Elijah Brown. And that sets up another goal, and he's been pushed into the midfield for this stoppage. Lee whacks it forward. Neil goes in hard. He goes to handle, but he's caught. Great follow-up by Lee. Advantage taken. Carriage streaming through the middle, and great intercept mark there. Colby Mannix, he's only returned into the side in recent weeks, following a few injury niggles. And he goes short to Atkins, but it sits up. Lee, big fist forward. We got Leslie and Jory, who hasn't had much of an impact yet. And Robinson can't keep it in.
Kerridge has had 5 possessions so far and hasn't had an effective disposal yet. Ball gets thrown in.
Well done by Zappia not to give away the infringement for tagging on the full carriage. Burrows in, and he's been given it in the back. So by what Kamala Lando's saying, the wind must be favouring that way a little bit. He's calling for Kerridge to have a shot from.
Have to be a big kick.
Yeah, it'd be close to 60 metres.
He'll have to start it outside the the servo in the corner just about. Let the wind bring it back. Unless he's got a little bit of right to left with his swing, bit of draw.
I don't think even the best drawers of the golf ball or football will be able to make it turn that way today. He wheels around a little bit, and it's a mungly kick, but it might. Jeez,
he's got the distance easy.
Maybe the wind is coming. He's coming from the south a little bit more, because that was not a pretty kick, but it went through quite comfortably. So Mezzatesta with the kicking in duties for Robinvale. He's got Ethan Gill on the trot and track side, and he targets him. Big pack go up. Cooper Roberts first to recover, and he handballs to Rogerson, who takes the boundary line.
No, he's kicking slightly into the breeze there, but and he kicked from the goal square, but he's kicked that 50 metres that way, and then Kerridge has kicked one back 60 the other way. So it's interesting that, as windy as it is, both sides have been able to kick the ball.
A little bit of a tango there in the ruck, and John Lee will get the free kick. Robinvale probably giving away a few too many. Lee pumps it high. Lando in front. Turner spoils. Well crumbed by Neil, but Zach McDonald gets the second bite. Kerridge breaks through 1 or 2. Throws it on the right boot. It's going to fall short.
That should be a free kick, and it is. Holding the man. Definitely there.
Mitch Rogerson. He'll have a chance for his second goal. And that's another free kick, leading to a Mildura opportunity.
He has his reverse because he's been pushed over.
So that Lando came in. Yeah, so it goes back out. Great mark, I think, must have come out of hands. And Gill's got the footy.
I don't know how they're going out in the ground there, but I'm getting dust in my eyes sitting up here, swirling around the commentary box, so it must be pretty ordinary conditions for the players.
Ball throw up for finds the ground, but Kerridge are going to pump it inside 50. Lando.
Good mark. Great mark.
Out-bodied Mezzatesta. Had the drop zone covered and took it in his left hand. And this will be Lando's goal, opportunity for a third goal. And he'd like to make amends for what he did a couple of minutes ago.
Likes it. Likes it. It's a nice goal. Good strong grab and a great finish. Kerridge has now had 2 fairly important touches. I think he's up to 7 or 8 possessions now, and these last couple have certainly been very good.
So Mildura have opened up a 13-point lead. Robinvale haven't really had much of the territory battles this quarter. It's been played most in Mildura's half, so Robinvale, the easiest way to start or to arrest that is to get it out of the middle, but it might be Mildura again here. Matteo comes streaming through for Robinvale. Kerridge has got his head over it again. But well done, Matteo, and he gets the free kick for holding. So can Robinvale make something here? It's a short kick to Reeves. Liparota presenting, but not being rewarded. Reeves keeps it low. Liparota goes over his head. Roberts has got the challenge here for Mildura. Gets the handball out to Jory. He throws it on the boot and it's going to find Robinson. Geez, I think that held up a bit there. Robinson taking the attacking angle. Oh, Neil.
Jesus.
Courageous when it comes to Martin, who chips the kick to a teammate. Anthony Matthews coming out, goes over top. Rogerson, he falls to the ground. Handball finds the ground. Matthews, quick handball, doesn't quite find anyone. Good follow up here by Mildura. McDonald, handballs. They're trying to do free handball here. Matthews, back to McDonald. Sidestep one and he's almost wrapped up by Reeves. Kerridge with an opportunity. It's going to go top of the square. No, minor score. Yeah.
Kerridge is up to, I believe, that's his 9th possession.
Quarter.
Quarter. Could have had 10 in the first quarter, although hasn't been overly effective with those possessions, but he's starting to find it, which would be a worry.
One would argue who has spot. It's a tough day to be a
right.
laser by boot, and he's gaining territory, which is better than anything at this stage. Gill kicks it forward, gets a little bit of a nudge afterwards, and out of bounds and a full it goes.
Right in front of the Greg's electrical sign. Joe the cameraman's business.
Great supporters of the community. Martin goes long. And well read by Eddie, but he spills what he should have taken. Neil dishes it out. Fumble by Reeves. He tries to get back after it, and he's got a bit of Mildura company, and he makes Mildura work for it. Kerridge darting around, and he tried to go handballing to the voice, but it went to the boundary line.
Riley O'Connor deliberate out of bounds, that one.
So 14-point lead for Mildura into the 14th minute of the second quarter.
Right in front of the Onion Tyre service. Roll on a fresh rubber at Simo's. Always a good idea. We'll get thrown in. Maxie Gorn will get this and take it out of the ruck, and he did. Rang straight into trouble. Got his handball. No, he's been pinged. Jeez, he didn't have him for very long. He thought he freed his arms good enough there to get away with it, but didn't.
So Benji Neal had the kick. Oh, we lost the top of the Hot FM.
Lost it.
Shade. The Winds had a win there. Roberts tries to keep it in, and it's spoiled over the line by Nolan. So
the Hot FM boys are now open to the elements. look at it flapping, and she wouldn't be very comfortable sitting in that box, I don't think.
And trying to think if that one's just hanging on, is the other one being wrapped up down low? Or wonder whether that's gone on to the trotting track. It could even be out at my joint by the end of the day.
Could be halfway to Menang.
And it's advantage Robinvale. Neil, well smothered there by Mildura. Brown kicks it long. Robinson's underneath. Turner does well. Rogerson handballs forward. Kept in play. Little Gava puts on the boot. Misses. Well done by Mildura, just to keep that play alive, and it nearly resulted in a goal there for Olsen. That's a great kick in. Comes through the middle.
Joe, the cameraman's calling from the company side, but they're kicking directly into the wind and no one wants to do that. Well picked up and gathered nicely. Oh, this is a free kick off the ball.
Yeah, Liparota tried to show a presence and he ran straight through Slorak. And the Kimura bros will be pretty upset by that, because both of those two are, Dion Kimura and James Zappia were streaming into an open goal. But instead, Mildura kick it to the down the wing. Matthews makes a contest. Can't really see what's going on there, but it sounds like the boundary line won. The discipline of Mildura here is probably standing out spot.
Yep, absolutely. Plenty of talk by both sides. Mildura should be in the van here. They aren't. Oh, picked up, not really handled anyone in mid-squeak yet. Ball will be bounced up again, I think. And it is. Sounds like it's blowing harder than it has all day, but according to the weather station, it's only averaging 56 k's an hour at the moment.
Just only 56.
More. Yep.
Tyler Martin, Gavers, gets the handball out, and they keep us moving it forward here. Nolan throws on the left, gets jumped as he kicks, and it's out of bounds on the full. Right in front of Jasper's Hill. Kick goes midfield. Mezzatesta. Roberts can't quite mark. Michael Zappia comes in hard, knocks it forward. Isaiah Johnson. And didn't the wind take that? And it landed inside the field of play, so not a bad result for Robinvale. They get a stoppage inside their attacking 50.
Certainly easier having a close shot at goal than what it is a long way out, so it's certainly in a good position. Ball gets thrown in. Neither of them can get it. The ball bounces a fair way away from both ruckmen. Aerial ping pong. Mildura run it out. Kick the ball out wide, and we'll find the boundary line once again. In front of the Horizon Grain, Ash Munro. Got any grain for sale anywhere? If you're up there in Mildura listed and you've got a bloody hooks and chooks or something, you go and see an Ash. Generally deals in thousands of tonnes, but if you've got a bag or something, come and get some chookweed off Ash.
Matthews doing the ruck for Mildura, and the wind takes that. Falls to Mezzatesta. He handballs out to Leslie. And he knocks it over the boundary line.
He didn't even really look to see if he had a player there. That's almost like a set play, that handball. Like he sort of just went straight to that position.
So Mildura be pretty happy with how the game's going at the moment. 15-point lead, 18 minutes into the second quarter. And
throw that up again.
Adkins,
good work, Frosty. Tell a little fella to run up. Get a bit closer.
I don't think there's, unless you're in the top echelon of boundary umpires, I'm not sure you're going to have much of a chance today, but that was a much better one. Adkins doesn't quite get it to advantage, and the umpire in Frost will have some work to do there.
3 or 4 stoppages in a row. You'd reckon there's a soft free kick coming from one side or another here in a minute, just to clear the game out. Ball gets dropped by the ruckman, handballed out the back.
Zappia keeps his feet. Left foot, little Chisler. Gill spills. Comes back out here. Little chip kick. Oh, finds DeRosa. Aggressive man on the mark there by Michael Zappia. DeRosa goes long. Robinson coming out, and he dives, but it's not enough. And it's out of bounds. So I think the Hot FM guys have decided we'll just wrap those top of the shades there, so they don't go flying elsewhere. So they're right in the elements there. Zappia, handballs out to Leslie. Handball, but it's intercepted by Slorak. Quick snap around the corner. Adkins. Handballs back to Turner.
Dangerous.
Handballs to no one in particular, but it might work out him. There's a test of fumbles. Little sidestep there. Comes out the carriage. He's got Murphy. Misses him with a handball. Safina overruns it. Anthony Matthews, left foot, and it just misses Rogerson. So it's interesting that they've gone with Rogerson up forward, predominantly a midfielder, but maybe they feel there's a match-up they can exploit back there, and a bit of a class finish might be important on Dale today.
I think midfielders are going to be the key, kicking goals. I think we're deep into this second quarter and there's only been 6 goals scored, so any chance you've got of kicking a goal will be very important. Another ruck contest, the ball hits the ground. Try and kick it off the ground, it doesn't go to anyone in particular, and there'll be another bounce. Bet you the Hot FM boys are looking up here thinking they got the raw deal today. Sitting there with the dust in their eyes.
No one in particular can gain advantage. Zach McDonald overruns it, goes back in with Zappia. Zappia shovels out a handball. Well trapped by Mildura, but it might come back out again. Little toe poke forward. Kamira can't quite hold it. Mildura get a grab a kick forward, putting Robinvale under pressure. Adkins, a little chip forward. Slorak puts it on the boot and it's in with the scorers.
She's fairly windy. I remember a school teacher when I was a young fella, Nick. He used to talk about we used to come from Kymel when he was away teaching. He used to come from Kymel where the crows used to fly backwards so they didn't get dust in their eyes. That was always his catchphrase. And I think that'd be pretty true today. There'd be crows flying backwards everywhere. Cats and dogs blowing past them, probably on their chain.
Big long kick out, and that's fallen out of bounds in front of the Iron Auto and Electrical.
3.5 minutes gone.
Chips it inside 50. Mark not taken. Michael Zappia kicks long. Gills underneath it. Well done by Roberts to worry him out of it. It's a good second effort there by Mildura. And it's ball up. Not a great deal happening. It's living on the half-forward flank of Mildura for the last 5 or so minutes. Adkins steps on the ball, comes out the Slorak. He's having a bit of it. He gets a little kick out whilst he's tackled. Handball forward. Oh, that's stiff. How about the footy? I don't think there's much opportunity to let go. You think the player's going to take possession?
He actually had. Oh, hello. Robinson just drecked his man at centre half forward.
Yep.
You have to follow him up if you put him on the ground, I suppose.
Kamira kicks it down the line and it goes over. With Ricky Safina trying to take the mark there.
This is the BR&C sign, the Entry Ag sign, and Jason Norris' sign, all good sponsors of the footy club, local businesses.
So Matthews in the ruck here. Well, I think Lee might be having a bit of a rest. Adkins whacks it forward. And boundary line wins. How many throws do you think we're up to at the moment, Spot?
I don't know, but the boys are earning their $1 for the first time in a while anyway. You wouldn't be in a hurry to swap sides, would you?
Nah, depends how much you like your job, and there's a free kick paid off the ball here.
Oh yeah, Frosty's all over that.
I think that was Dylan Murphy.
Oh, and bang, he goes down again.
The umpire was looking the other way.
Back to it.
There's not much you can do about that.
That was a fairly heavy hit off the ball.
Yeah. So I think it's Ricky Safina who's got the kick here.
That'd be 6 weeks in the AFL.
So I only saw the player go to ground the first one.
Big hit.
And then the second one, I only saw the player end up on their backside. So a little bit of feeling out there as you expect in an elimination final. There's no football next week for the loser. So Safina runs around his arc. It's going to fall short. Gill can't quite grab it. Jory smacks it out of there. And that's a pretty successful quarter for Mildura. Liparoda put Robinvale in front early, but they kicked the last 3 goals.
Big bloody push and shove and a bit of blood boiling out there with the boys. been 2 or 3 of your late. He grabbed hold of big buddy Maxie Gorn, wants to get over and get amongst it. They grabbed hold of him, but he's still going to jog over. Well, there was two players fell off the ball. Frosty seen one, and the second one was directly behind him, and he didn't see that. But Joe the captain would have caught it.
Yeah, you're not sure what even worth, but with the game ban on film,
There's still a bit going on.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't want to miss a final for doing something silly.
Come on, boys, get into it. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, we got Lee and Adkins here, the heavyweight fight. The two
she's
ruckmen.
on again. I've paid me $8. I'd like to see a bit of it. Get into it, boys.
There's not too much the umpires can do at this stage.
No, just watch. Let them go. She's old-fashioned footy. I love it. Oh, bring on the finals.
There are a few kids and the water boys in there. Hopefully they don't get caught up in any of it.
There's even the goal umpires in there keep an eye on stuff, watching them. Look at them, looking around there, they're waiting to get their book out.
Yeah. James Zappier's given a few words to the Mildura boys as they go off.
We needed a Dermot Barrett and run through a huddle type thing there. I reckon that would have been the go.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you're 15-point game, if you can't get a little bit passionate about what's going on when your season's on the line, you've got no point being out there. Good to see.
So a little bit of cheering or some advice going on from the ground underneath there too. So we'll finally get into the game and what transpired in that second quarter spot. And 2 goals to Camelo Orlando, 3 for the game. 2 goals in the quarter, 3 for the game, and that's proven the difference at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a low-scoring game, so anytime you can get one over the line and kick a goal, it's very, very important. And Well, we're back here at Blackburn Park. The wind's dried off to probably a lazy 45 kilometres an hour average now instead of our 56 or 60 before. So both sides have taken the ground. The umpires have done a lot of stretching. They've obviously done some miles already. They've got stiffened up in the half-time break. The wind is actually swung around a fair bit, actually.
Yeah,
starting a little bit come into the commentary box, which means it's certainly not favouring the other side of the ground like it was before.
I think the umpires now are talking about which way the wind's going with their arms, so it might be a little bit of a southerly into it, which favours the team kicking to the left-hand side of the screen, and that will be Robinvale. And they'd want to use that slight advantage, if there is any, as much as they can, being down by 15 points. And they'd want to have, if there is an advantage, they want to be up by a few goals going into the last quarter. So it's on the line here in the second half. Mildura took their chances in the second quarter to get a 15-point lead. Robinvale just haven't been able to get much going forward of centre. So it's all up to them to lift.
Plenty of storms getting all around Victoria at the moment, but I don't think we're in line for one, so I don't think there'll be any wet weather.
Yeah, hail and Bendigo. The AFL game in Ballarat's just finished with the Doggies getting up over the Giants.
That's right. So this live stream is brought to you by Filming Footy, and stats for this game is brought to you by Filming Footy and powered by Dartfish.
It stays highlight.
Yep. Joe the cameraman's trying to do me job and get the scoreboard right. You stick to doing that, Joe. Suck your guts in so we can see past you.
So we've got Mezza, Tester, Adkins, Neil, and Reeves in the midfield for Robinvale. They'll be wanting to lift here. Neil gets tackled as he goes to get rid of it, and it's holding the ball.
Jesus, he's windy.
And great tackle there by, I think it's Leo, who's moved into the midfield. He goes on a bit of a run. Yucky old kick. Adkins tries to pay it to himself. Brown gets the high free kick.
No free kick. It's a bounce. He missed the high.
Oh, sorry.
Contact.
Missed up the umpire. A little bit of argy-bargy going off the field here off the ball with Reeves and Nolan. Lou comes through, and geez, look at the wind take all of that. You know, get a throw in, and those gusts I reckon will be tipping 80 kilometres per hour spot by the feel of it up here.
It certainly feels pretty gusty, but according to the websites, he's only 70.
Only 70.
Yep. There's hardly a marquee left here at Blackburn Park. It's all blown away. Oh, good reading, but couldn't quite get away with it. And the ball will be thrown up again.
Good little bit of desperation there by Lando to try and get that ball for Mildura again. Also a good smother there to stop that Rogerson shot on goal. No one clear advantage in the tap. Turner handballs forward. Kerridge runs through. Snaps her on the right boot. Get under that.
Going backwards.
Spoil comes through. Lehu comes for his third touch in a quarter. The ball spills out to Kerridge, who's probably been the best on ground so far. Jory from 50 tries to kick it into the wind, and look at that, just spin on its own. Turner doesn't take the mark. Comes out to Mezza Tester. Zappia tries to lace out Gilbert. It goes over top, and Cooper Roberts has got a little bit of time. And
good
great
mark.
mark by Lehu's started this quarter on fire.
And didn't have it.
And free kick to, I think that's Matthew Camira. Finds Reeves. He's got Zappia short. Leslie also there, but
that was a nice grab. Very disappointing to see him not go back and take his kick. High up and under.
Yeah.
Get underneath that and play fair. No one can. Goes out of bounds.
Although
right
that's gone the best part of 60 metres. He's kicked that from almost the 50 line. And
Yep. No, so both sides actually kicking across the ground, not too bad.
Tough day to be a leading forward, that is for sure.
Free kick, surely. No, not paid.
Zappia tries to get a kick forward. Falls to Camira. Liparota times his lead. It's a dart in. Kerridge almost grabs it, but falls to Mezza Tester. He goes after it, and he's tackled pretty quickly. Anthony Mezza Tester was pretty quiet in the first half, and he's a player who can give a bit of spark for Robinvale, and they'll need it if they're going to turn around this game. Nolan tries to run through. Nothing doing.
Will get thrown up. Directly in front of the Hot FM van. Gill gets it, taps it straight down. Good little read. Background's a good defence by Mildura again. Ooh, could have looked for a high tackle but didn't get one. Quick handball, not anyone in particular. Kicked out wide. Robinvale in the van here.
Turner gathers, sends it in deep, and the boundary line's going to win that one. You nearly have to be from that side of the ground. You nearly want to be kicking it out, trying to kick it out of bounds and fall on the left-hand side here rather than aiming where you normally would.
I know it's easy from up here, but there's a lot of kicks that are going out of bounds in that same spot. They should be trying to centre the ball right over this side to try and kick a goal instead of just trying to kick them in from there. But it's nearly impossible from that flank to be able to kick goals. You've got to centre the ball and give your forwards a chance.
So a ball up just outside Robinvale's 50. Atkins down, but Kerridge sharks it and puts it on the boot. It's a scrubbly little kick forward and it's bouncing all over the place. Rogerson can't quite gather. It's bumbling around. Lando's wrapped up. The umpire's holding the whistle. And it's the ball up. Coming into the day, I was thinking the wind might favour Robinvale, but Mildura definitely handled the conditions better. Neil has got some attention. Goes to Kerridge, who tries to take on a few, and he's wrapped up.
In front of the Neil's transport sign. Show the cameraman. Fumbling through his bag, checking his phone. So if his share prices are going up. Good tap by Gorn. Anyone in particular, and the ball will go out of bounds.
Haven't got shares in wind turbine companies at the moment.
No, you wouldn't want. You'd want them switched off. If you blow a dog off a chain, if you had one of them going, doing some circles.
Kerridge wraps up the tackle there, and that's as Spot ended before. It's 2 or 3 stoppages in a row, so the umpire might be trying to find something here. Lee taps it over his shoulder. McDonald, quick handball, just misses Lihu. Zach McDonald's half taken without it. It keeps going. Handball's up.
Throw.
No, it's been paid for pushing the back. I thought he was already on the ground, but
I think we've got a hurt player there, have we?
yeah.
Don't think he's
Quite sure who it is for Robinvale, but that won't bother Zach McDonald at the moment. I think that is Bulzumi.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. McDonald kicks it in long. Spoiled over the line. No, Rogerson keeps it in, but is tackled over and gets a little bit of a drag down as he goes. And so we've got all but 6 players in the Robinvale's forward 55 metres here, so it's pretty congested. Ball comes out the back. Kerridge lays another tackle. Robinvale looking to find a bit of spark and see if they can generate some forward handball and get out the front of the stoppage. Nolan barges his way out. Zach McDonald over the top. Colby Mannix comes through. He's tackled as he kicks. Lee gets the handball out to Kerridge. One step kick, well smothered by Zapier.
That's his 5th possession for the quarter, I think.
Wouldn't that have been a blow if Kerridge managed to send that through the big sticks, but great pressure by Robinvale. Kicked out of the stoppage, I think, by Medeo, and it's
well done.
Comes out to Slowak. He's had a pretty good game so far. Ball's bumbling around. Lihu tries to get it forward. It's a hot footy in there. He's steaming through. Right foot snap.
Pretty good kick.
It's going to fall on top of the square and
oh, he was off. He was off actually.
Miss Rogerson has taken an almost uncontested mark.
Good grab. And that wind swirling like that and the ball wasn't spinning properly, that's actually a bloody good grab in those conditions.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened with his defender there. Whether they thought that the contest in front was going to take it, but Rogerson read it best. And he's going to kick it from the goal square onto the netball courts. And that gives Mildura a very handy 21-point lead 8 minutes into the third quarter spot.
Yeah, very impressive mark in these conditions, and finished off with the goals he should. But again, any mark that can be taken inside 20 or 30 metres is bloody important, because it's so hard to kick him from outside that.
So I'm not sure who his defender was there, but it just didn't look like they were aware of what was going on. Bit of confusion about who's in the centre circle, and Frosty's told the Robinvale player that he can't go in, even though he's taken a fair little time to walk in and get to the stoppage. So Mildura have got an extra in the stoppage, and it goes to Mezzatest, and he kicks it forward. Slorak again with a nice ball, and he's coming to his own here. Murphy over the top. He dives forward, trying to get it in the back free kick. Nolan trying to barge his way through, but he's got 3 tackling him.
Don't think you're hanging off him there.
Yeah, don't think you're getting through Zappiers and Mezzatesters. Lee tries to control it to himself. Kick forward off the ground by Nolan. Good little knock on him. And he's held.
Frosty seen it.
Archer Olsen. Wheels around onto his right boot.
Mike can come on this side too.
McDonald brings it down. Mattio's first recover. Good little fingertip in there by Robinson. Matthews coming through. Tries to get to Brown. Brown's get some company from Mannix, and Robinvale bring it out the far side. Joey Mezzatesters first to get there. Wilder Rose for company. Tries to turn him inside out and does. Good little bit of footwork. The kick doesn't quite follow Gill, who hasn't quite had the big impact he thought he would have today.
Mark.
Dylan Murphy.
Good mark. Got it and chip it out wide. Mildura's got a paddock here. Play on, young fella. Play on. Have a bounce. Kicks it as long as he can. The wing got out of that one as well. Good punch from defence. The ball will go out of bounds. No, it's been kept in. Well done. Oh, great contest again. Both sides are going in. The body contact's been pretty solid. Quick handball out wide. Just doesn't quite hit a mark. Good Shepherd. Handball again. Both sides desperately trying to keep it in play. And that's a good tackle without any opportunity, and will be bounced in front of the RTG welding sign.
Yeah, interesting decision there by, I think it was Braden Turner, to slap that ball back into play inside his own defensive 50, but no harm done with the stoppage. And it's going to be another one. I think Mildura's halfbacks have been exceptional today. Robinvale like to come from transition, from stoppages and half-back, but every time it's got to Robinvale's half-forward, Mildura just seemed to be in the right spot at the right time, and that's probably why Robinvale only scored 2 goals today.
Ball will get thrown in just in front of Isa Grayling sign. Quality equipment he builds. Beautiful stuff. Got a ute back from him. Good tap forward. And one in particular's got it wrapped up and has been swung off the ball, so it's either holding the man or it's holding the ball. It should have been one or the other, but we'll go to the boundary throw in.
Yeah,
it's a safe option.
Frost chose option C. Throw it in.
Sounds like me doing my maths bloody work. Not sure what to do.
Well,
so just
the wind
one.
takes that, and Lee comes barging through. The chip kick tries to find, I think it's Nolan, but
Bounce
nothing
backwards.
doing.
Right in front of the Greg's electrical sign.
They do a power of work. Got a new switchboard in the JK Monaghan Pavilion last week. Thank you, Chizzy. Ball tries to be whacked forward for Robinvale, but Mildura stop it. Jory, quick hand at the top to Murphy. He's got a little bit of time. Kick goes inside to the hot spot. Matthews underneath. Well spoiled by Garefa. And out of bounds it goes.
In front of the Hilltop Motel sign. If you're ever coming through, you need somewhere to stay. Hilltop Motel. Craig Jacobs will look after you. Well, actually, Missus will look after you, but Jay, he take the cash. His Missus will do all the looking after. Anyway, the ball gets thrown in. See Ruckman go out. It's been a great duel all day. No one in particular hacks it around the corner. That's a pretty good kick. Oh, well spoiled at the last second.
It's definitely a day you don't want to celebrate goals early. And a few of the Mildura players thought he might have found it in there, but it fell short and right. And there's an aggressive kick in here, and it finds Colby Mannix taking on his chest. Tyler Martin, Sloracker in great positions here, and so is Robert, so it's going to be a bit of a slow movement.
Good kick.
That's a great kick. Finds Matt Kamira. He's got Isaiah Johnson long, and well read by his defender. He hasn't quite had an impact today, Johnson. Thought as a smaller ground sort of level forward he might have had a chance, but Mildura's defence has been really solid. Nathan Nolan, who's lifted this quarter, he puts that on the top of the head of his teammate, and Zappia has a chance to send it inboard. It goes over the top. I think this is Ricky Safina who'll take a shot on goal here, and he tells everyone that's what he's doing.
Wind's certainly favouring that way a little bit, but it'll take a good kick.
Yep.
It's blowy. It's proper blowy up here.
I like to think about the football, not the fact that this shelter goes where we're going to go. So Safina to bring Robinvale back to 16 points. He hangs it out to the correct side, and it just doesn't come back enough. That is stiff.
It is stiff.
It's
now
like
the gust comes. If gust was happening when the ball was in the air, he would have kicked it.
Oh, he would have felt pretty happy about his kick that, and the wind just didn't bring it enough. Jesse Gosman takes a mark on his chest on the far side. He tries to find Lou inside, but the wind intercepted that. Mezzatesta, he's got the intercept mark. Goes just inside 50. Safina dropped what he might have wanted to take. Martin doesn't do much to that handball. It stays in. They try to link out for hands. Great little bit of pressure there from Robinvale, and it's intercepted by Joey Mezzatesta.
Nice grab. Ball will be kicked in deep into Robinvale. No, he's going across the ground at centre forward, which I like the look of. Oh, he can't quite take it as Gill. Ball gets hot foot, he gets thrown around. Kerridge goes after it, gets rid of his opponent pretty easily. Handball out wide was effective. Another handball on, it's intercepted. Turns around the corner, driven it hard to Gill, but he couldn't quite take the mark. And it's smothered right in front of the girls, the cheer squad there at the Hot FM bus. Which wouldn't be so hot at the moment with the wind blowing in their face, but anyway.
Thanks to Elders for providing that truck. Those last couple of minutes of stunned that Robinvale, they haven't quite been able to get anything going cleanly inside 50. And another example there where Neil bumps into Gill and he's caught with the footy.
Yeah.
Great tackle there by the veteran Anthony Matthews. Game 260 odd for his club. Goes long down the line. Robinson spalls it forward, and Leslie sees it over the line. Game 266 for Matthews at Mildura, the 2007 McLeod medalists, and we've got the 2023 McLeod medalists out there in Benji Neal for Robinvale. I'm not sure how well the microphone can pick up the wind or how well the camera can show the trees floating in the background, but geez, it's a windy old day. Comes out to Slorak. He does a spin move, gets the kick going forward, and I think that's out of bounds on the full.
Right in front of the pit stop sign.
How you going there, cameraman Joe?
A bit shaky, is it, Joe?
It'll be shaky as me on a 4-foot putt. Goes out to Gill's a target and he just can't quite get into those big mitts of his. And Tyler Martin's happy to see it over the line.
Just in front of the Hoyslers machinery. Great display set up from Hoyslers. I need a bit more work done, Govey, to your flags. That's a bit ordinary. Ball gets thrown in. Wind's got hold of this one too. Ruckman go at it. Good bulletin work by Kerridge. Can't quite get in there and get away with it. Umpire's pulled in a free kick. Play on is the call. Good little lefter. No option for the 1-2. Chips it out wide. Makes it bloody tough for his teammate. Oh, could have been a lot easier than that. Chips it again. Hard in these conditions to pinpoint people like that. Now, Mildura out here. This is a good opportunity to slot this. Oh, left footed one on the hook. He's kicked that a long way. That's on the full. He's kicked that from outside 50. He didn't get any higher than about 7 or 8 metres.
I'm not sure if cameraman Joe got that in the footage, but those goalposts were doing some serious movement there.
They should be right. They're brand new. They're only about 2 or 3 years old. So actually, when we first come to the league, we had to redo them. So they should be solid.
They're doing some serious shaking up at the top. You'd want to make sure you kick it as the goalposts are going out, not in, because it'd be about a foot difference either way. So Robinvale had the free kick, deep in their back pocket, and Leslie just nails it long. Gill goes over his head, but Eddie decides to shepherd. He's got Reeves. He puts it on the boot, and there's absolutely no one inside 50. Slorick wins the foot race, and he's building quite the game here. Chip comes out. Matthews go to the ground. Reeves keeps 6 feet. He handballs over top to Kamira. Takes it cleanly. Tries to get the kick going inboard. Isaiah Johnson runs through. Handballs to no one in particular. I think it's Martin. There it's Kerridge. And well read here by Joey Matteo. He's got Reeves on the wing. There's just not much movement up forward for Robinvale here. They're all trying to be reactive. The ball bounced in front of Neil. Goes over his head. Well fired up by Kamira. To his brother. He tries to handball it forward. Bulzumi runs through. Good little tackle by Matt Kamira there, but Mildura still get the kick away. Lihu. A forward tumbling punt. Goes to Leslie, but it's well done by Rogerson. He handballs inboard to Kerridge. He breaks through 1, breaks through 2, gets the handball back out. Lando chips it in front of Rogerson, and geez, those 3 have been their key players today. Kerridge, Rogerson and Lando. And it's a bit of a nothing kick there by Robinson, but Rogerson does enough to see it over the boundary line for Mildura, and they'll won't mind having a stoppage inside their own 50. 21 points up into the 21st minute of the third quarter. Only 1 goal so far, Spot.
It's been a low-scoring quarter. Both sides can't really take ascendancy of this game. Could have been a push in the back. He's been done for holding the ball just the same.
Reeves takes the advantage,
And the ball will get kicked long. Oh, bad luck. It's nearly a great mill over the back of Maxie Gorn. Got it. Handball out the back. Going wide. Plenty of room here for, I think it was Murphy, was it?
Yeah.
Who's missed his target and kicked it out of bounds on the full, I believe. Has he? Or has it been touched?
Might have found grass before the line.
Yeah, it's been thrown in.
So we got Eddie and we got Lee in the ruck here. Lee tries to tap down to advantage, follows up his own work, gets a little kick forward. Lando can't, gathered well, defended by Leslie. Almost came through there, did Lahu, but it comes out through Robinvale. Lipper rode up, takes a good mark. Yeah, didn't quite have the chance to impact, only the 1 goal so far. Sheridan King in front of Gill, and Cooper Roberts does well. Gill probably infringed there, but Frost calls it for a throw in.
They've been pretty consistent with that sort of stuff all day. They've let a little bit of scragging go on, but I think that's good. As long as they're umpiring the same all the way through the game, I like it.
That 21-point margin's just seeming a lot bigger than it was at the start of the quarter when Rogerson kicked that goal in the 8-minute mark. Comes out to Lehu, to Nolan. He chips it, finds Robinson. In no hurry. Chip down the line. Oh, no one went for it. Everyone sort of looked at each other. Matteo tries to come through. He handballs to Turner. He handballs forward. Robinson follows up. Can't quite gather cleanly. And he's wrapped up. I'm not sure there's been many highlights this quarter, Spot.
No,
it's just been a scrappy.
Fairly ordinary. Been a slow sort of a quarter, but geez, it's got to get tough out there for those blokes as they get tighter. The wind gets harder and harder to play with. Ball gets thrown up right in front of the roll on Robbie for a fresh rubber from Simo Jardine. Gets hacked around the corner. Left foot's got a little bit of distance into the thing. Oh, both players go at it. Bang, big hit. And I think it's high.
Yeah, that was a bit careless from Johnson. He's probably a bit frustrated. Would have only had a handful of touches. And Tyler Martin, he looks a bit, I don't know, he looked a bit dizzy there, but he's gone to tie down his shoe, but he's back up now. Ball goes back inside 50. Martin tries to spoil. And he gets it on the ground, and he'll have a ball up.
Big tackle.
Can't be too much time here left in this third quarter. Mildura just been wanting to slow it down. Eddie's over it from Robinvale. Nothing doing.
There's been a lot of bounces, so there'll be a bit of time on.
Yeah.
Not many goals kicked up.
I thought Robinvale's advantage today might have come from their ability around the stoppages, but Mildura have probably won that area of the ground. And here they go again. Carriage gets the handball from DeRosa. He pumps it long. He's got Rogerson underneath. And well taken by the veteran defender, Jacob Garefa. And that finishes the third quarter. Mildura kicking the only goal of the third term. 5 goals, 7-37, leading Robinvale by 21 points at three-quarter time spot. And nothing doing for not much doing for either side in that quarter.
No, there's certainly both sides struggled that quarter to take any ascendancy. I think Kerrich has slacked off a little bit that quarter. I think he only finished with a 9. He probably had 10 or more on the first 2 quarters and 9 there. So he's almost at 30 possessions already and a quarter to go. So been pretty impressive. But look, both sides I think defensively have been quite good. A lot of intercept marks. I think the backmen seem to be reading the win better than what the forwards are at this stage.
Yeah, it's definitely good whether to be a defender. You just have to react to what comes off the boot. You don't have to worry about making position too much. So yeah, Robinvale just haven't been able to take the opportunities. And I was thinking pre-game that your likes of your Mezzatestas and your Chimera's and your Johnsons will have a good day with the ball being on the ground a bit more than normal, but it's turned out to be your Kamala Landos and Mitch Rogersons from Mildura who've been able to have that impact. And I think that all sort of stems from Sam Kerridge and the other midfielders. Nolan lifted that quarter, being on top, and if the ball's in your half of the ground, that's where you want it.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot easier to go hard at the football when it's in your half instead of chasing bums all day. So been a fairly important quarter. I think the ruck contest has been really good to watch. I reckon Lee will be on top there, but there hasn't been too many effective hits to actual midfielders. So, it's been just a great tussle to watch. 2 blokes wrestling all day. And look, three-quarter time break. This game is still anybody's. I'd rather be 3 goals up than 3 goals down, but at the end of the day, 4 straight kicks in this game is won. So best of luck for both sides the last quarter, and let's get amongst it.
physical from Mildura just yet. Kick around the corner.
Inside out.
Matteo takes a mark. Almost plays on, but thinks better of it. Tries to laser a kick out and finds Liparota on the chest. He's got Adkins in front. It's going to go over his head. No one quite front and centre for Robinvale. Kamira's over the top of it. Bumbles out. And it's nearly in the back, and it's paid. Sam Carriage didn't like it, but I'm not sure who's done that. Might be, I was going to say Zappy. No, it's Joey Mesatesta. And isn't this a crucial kick on goal spot?
Absolutely. He slots this. It is absolutely game on. In saying that, though, they've kicked 2 goals for the game. They need to kick 4 to win, so it is a tough ask, but with games like this, it's certainly possible.
Where are you lining this up, Spot?
I'd say you'd have to go via Galar and try and swing it in. And that's where he started it, and that's just got all of it, and it is wide.
Wow, that just go. He didn't help himself. He had the ball sort of slanted that way from the start. In these conditions, if the ball isn't kicked perfectly, the wind will have a field day. So Mildura taking the free kick for out of bounds on the full.
I don't think there's been a goal kick from this side actually the whole game, I don't reckon.
No, I don't think
long
there has.
kick there. Gill pushed his man underneath the ball but couldn't quite take advantage of it, and that's a tackle.
Down if McDonald taking over the line.
Oh, the Pengelly plumbing sign. Yappa.
A great volunteer and the club.
Kringle Contracting just finished doing some work at the footy club paddock yesterday, and then they've got his header up the top there.
Nolan throws it on the boot. It's going to land safely. Greffa just kicks, socks it off the ground. It might favour Mildura though. Good pick up by Olsen. He was held on a bit after he got rid of it. Greffa handballs it in, trying to find Mesatesta. Carriage gets a handball out to Olsen. And the ball's circling around. Gill takes the intercept mark. He hasn't had much impact up forward, Gill, so maybe they're trying to get him into the game by throwing him behind the ball, but obviously Robinvale need to kick a score to win. Goes out in front of Zappia. Bounces over top of him and Martin. Reeves gets it to Zappia. He's tackled as he's kicked.
Could have been downfield.
Liparota makes a good contest. Chings at the ground. Kamira to his brother. Back to his brother again. Matt Kamira goes to down Kamira. He's going to finish it. He goes one more handball. Bulzumi.
Got it.
He's kicked it. Sorry, Zafina. And that's an important goal for Robinvale. Brings the margin back to 15 points. 3 minutes in to the final quarter, and the great work there by the Robinvale Euston Mosquito Fleet spot.
Yeah, no, I tell you, very good handball in tough conditions. They linked 5 or 6 handballs together, and I thought there might have nearly been one too many at the finish, but no, good result. Game on here at Blackburn Park. Ball will get thrown up in the middle. 2 ruckmen will go at it. No one wins. Both hit each other. Kerridge gets hold of it again. Hurried kick out of the centre. He's had 2 or 3 touches already this quarter. Going really good. Ball gets driven into the ground, and there will be another bounce over in front of Kringle Contracting's header. It's about to go up to northern New South Wales tomorrow, I believe, after it gets in here. Oh, it's nearly too high, but no.
Could nearly be some topsoil from Brent Morris, who's getting blown into here today.
He might have to wash it again. It's bloody filthy now, I'd say. Ball gets thrown up again. 2 ruckmen go. Gill gets the tap forward, but can't hit it anyone in particular. Tough ball at the bottom of the pack. Picked up, chipped into the air, and it's all Robinvale. Turner's got it deep. Oh, it's been smothered. Oh, another bounce just in front of the Hoysler's scoreboard.
Hasn't the Mildura's brain trust decision to put Rogerson forward paid off today? He's just had little involvements, and they all add up, and it could be enough for the win. Robinson, left foot snap.
He got it.
Missed.
Oh, he's missed it.
He thought he had it. The goal umpire suggested otherwise.
Clip the post according to the umpire.
unless he signally went over, I didn't think it was near the phone.
No, I don't think it was either, but anyway.
It might have gone straight over the top. And here we go for a run. Coming to the probably more attacking side with this wind, bringing it back across the screen. Liparota can't mark. And Slorak is wrapped up. Open forward line for Robinvale. Umpire Frost, and look at the wind, take that.
Shocking throw, yeah, good idea. Run up, Frosty, if you can't make the distance. That ball must have moved 3 metres in the air then, I reckon.
And the ruckman have adjusted, they're like, we're going to go this side, Gill, and he wraps up Lee, but no free kick paid. Slorak nudges Zappy off the ball, and it's wrapped up.
6.5 minutes gone now. Ball gets thrown up. Ruckman go at it again. Gill gets the tap down. Robinvale are in the box seat here. Oh, slips over. Can be a crucial little loss of balance there. Handballed into a lot of trouble. Oh, good intercept mark again.
That's nearly 50 metres there. Kamala Lando's pretty aggressive on the mark there.
Switch. Got it. Beautiful kick.
Kick to Leslie. He fumbles initially and he doesn't look after his brother there, the second handball. Mezzatesta back to Leslie and knocked forward by Mezzatesta. They're not making it easy here. Robinvale and Jury would happily see the boundary line win there.
Scores are 3 goals, 4-22 to 5-8, 38. Ball will get thrown in front of the Fent and Agri-Tech signs. More good sponsors. Melly Diesel there as well. Ball rippers for the club. Ball gets thrown in. Ruckman go at it again. They're doing a lot of wrestling and they haven't been paying free kicks all day, which I like.
So Jesse Gosman was initially going to go behind the ball there for Mildura, but he's moved back into the stoppage. Even numbers around the ground. Carriage telling Gosman exactly where he needs to go in no uncertain terms. Lee whacks it forward. Robinvale try and get a handball forward, but doesn't come out. Nolan to McDonald. He doesn't quite get it cleanly.
Ooh,
Mannix goes over the top and gets the high free kick. And Robinvale just need to create here. They just need to start running. The game's not going to win it for them. They've got to go and win it. Medeo almost takes it. Matteo, I should say. That was a spectacular effort, but couldn't quite control it on the way down.
No, and Rogerson's done a very good job not to, actually, Robinson's done a good job not to give away a free kick then. Gill's got this one. I don't think Maxie Gorman's really happy about that either, just quietly, but
I think Gill's been hugging Lee, and that one just went the other way, and Leslie's got a bit of space out, but Brown does well to shut it down quickly. Leslie handballs to himself, then handballs it forward to Zappia. Lehu wraps him up.
Great tackle.
And paid. Great defensive work there by Lehu. Was fantastic in the third quarter. Holy moly, that wind's not getting any quieter. The ball falls short of Gill. McDonald whacks it forward for Mildura. Turner tries a spot. What a crumb by Lando. He's going to run into an open goal, and he loves it. Celebrates with the 2 people in the pocket there. And there's a free kick off the ball again. So I think that's going to be a Mildura free kick in the centre square.
Why is it in the centre square?
Oh, there was a bit of a shove off the ball.
But after all clears called, it should be a free kick in front of goal. If it's a free kick. Once the all clear has been given, it should be another shot on goal. Kerich, handball backwards from Gorn. Kicks it out wide, just shocking kick, but he's hit a target just the same. Oh, well done.
Leslie breaks through the tackle, handballs forward to Zappia. That didn't quite work from last time, but they're going to go again. He takes 1 bounce, takes 2. On the left foot, inside 50.
Didn't get it.
The ball bounces. Comes to Mildura. Roberts to Gosman to Adkins. Leslie to Kamira. Tries to kick it over the top to Johns. Let's come back and he came to himself. Oh, wowee. What is this? The ball's still in play.
If you can see the trees in the background by how it is blowing its guts out here at Blackburn
I
Park.
don't even know if you can say it's skill out there at the moment. It's just who can ever judge the ball and make something work.
Turning into a proper dust storm here at Blackburn Park.
There's a big bit of rubbish coming to
Robinvale
the
got 16 on the extra one on the ground. So I had to pick up a bit of rubbish. We should go back to the game. Lucky Joe's watching it. Ball get bounced. Front of the Onion Bakery side. Bill's doing a great job in there. Onion Bakery's world renowned for its vanilla slices. And that ball has gone over the fence, over the cars, and 3 cars deep out of bounds.
You rarely fetch cricket balls from there, let alone footballs.
No.
Only when I'm bowling you're seeing balls going out there.
That's gone all the way to the trotting track. And old mate's had to retrieve it. You'll need a 2 stubby trip to get it back.
So Michael Zappia will take the kick in for Robinvale, who somehow in these conditions need to produce 4 goals in probably 10 minutes of game time. And he grabs the kick. Well done by Matteo. He tries to get a handball out, but yeah, it does come to Leslie, to Zappia. Lipper in front. Well spoiled by Roberts. He's nearly going to be claiming the mark there. Doesn't matter. Handballs it forward to Kerridge. Handballs it forward to another teammate. Good trap by Mezzatesta. Inside 50. Johnson over his head. Howarth takes on one. Breaks the second tackle and just kicks it to the boundary side, and it falls onto the chest of Robinson.
Good kick too. Oh, good gutsy mark. Play on as quick as you can. Chips it out wide. No,
the umpire's going to call it back. Yeah, he didn't go back over his mark.
He doesn't have to though, because it's where he's landed. He doesn't have to go back over his mark, because he hasn't moved off the ball to get to that point. Anyway, he gets kicked to the vice captain, who's got it centre wing. Uses up a bit of clock, swings round onto his trusty left foot, drives it as long as he can, gets up and under. She's a bit of a wedge shot. Flies, and it's a great mark.
Rogerson.
Sure who's got that? Rogers, is it?
Rogerson.
It was a great mark. Only one that read that ball properly, and he'll have a shot from goal from probably 35 metres out directly in front, which is still not an easy goal, but this would almost be the Celia Puglisi, this one, mate, if it happens to go through.
Yeah, it's dangerous signs here for Robinvale. Rogerson here, the opportunity to send them, I think, through to a semi-final on Sunday, and he just pushed it across. The wind didn't have a chance to do its magic on that. So it's a 24 or 24 point lead. 23 point lead.
Right.
Do your maths, Mr. Vaughan.
Maths teacher too, mate, aren't you?
Yeah, that gives me 5 hours of work a week. So Mattio's tried to find something here for Robinvale, and he comes out the attacking side. He kicks it down the line. Lipper, Roder and Roberts are going to do battle. Good spoil by Roberts. High tackle, not paid.
Had his head ripped off. A bit stiff not to get the kick there, I think.
Kerridge encouraging his troops. Gilt knocks it forward. Reeves can't gather. Murphy scrubs a kick for on his right. Safina went with one hand when he could have gone with 2. Gosman, handballs, Kerridge gets quickly back to Olsen. Sorry, that was Zach DeRosa. Brown can't mark. Martin, handballs forward. McDonald to seal the game.
He's all over.
Just the weight of inside 50s was too much for Robinvale. Zach McDonald, who missed a chance in the early minutes, gets his chance then, and that should be enough to book them in against
that'll be
Wentworth
enough. I think
Sunday.
they need 4. They need 5 goals to win Robinvale. They've kicked 3 for the game, and they've got roughly 10 minutes to do it at the most. So I'd say they're already lining up for what uniforms or things they're going to wear for Mad Monday. I think they're booking their bus. They're out, I'd suggest. Robinvale will have to go back to the recruiting table again for next year. I thought they had a side almost good enough to take it out at the start of the year, but haven't quite put the runs on the board. The umpire will throw it up. The Ruckman will go at it again. One by Gill, straight down. And then Rombo does a quick hurry kick forward, and that's a beautifully judged mark in defence.
Roberts has been superb as, among many of his back six. Ball goes out the far side.
Oh, that's good.
There's a tester. Handballs forward to Zapier. He's pushed in the back as he kicks, not paid. Adkins going over the top of it from Robinvale, but Carriage locks it up for Mildura.
Got a bug in the eye. The wind is swirling around hideously. I hope Joe the cameraman's got it steady enough, because it is shaking this commentary box.
Big knock forward there for Robinvale. Kamira handballs back to Zapier, misses by hand, and that tumbles over the boundary line, as often been the case today. 29-point lead to Mildura. 16 minutes gone in the final quarter.
It's thrown in. The ruck will go at it once again. Well, the wind's starting to come in the commentary box, which means the wind is slowly swinging around and coming from east to west almost, which is the complete opposite for the rest of the day. All too high, and will be rewarded. Play on.
Right.
Hear the dust hitting the back of this commentary box. That ball's gone a mile.
That's nearly going to go into a trot track. Look at it bounce.
Oh, nearly over the back fence.
Oh, Christ
I used to see
almighty.
Mickey Birchall hit sixes over there years ago.
Oh, wowee. If you're Robinvale, you'd feel a little bit miffed, but you come to Iron and these are the conditions that you get.
Well, I've just looked at the AIM weather site, and the wind currently is averaging 54 kilometres an hour, and the gust to 74, which is as high as I've seen in a fair few years. So, pretty hideous conditions here at Blackburn Park. And if you aren't interested in these two sides, I think there's it's a bit like Melbourne at the MCG. They're starting to head home now.
And an intercept mark there for Horif. Little few games being played there.
Northwest Ag Services song. We haven't mentioned them today.
Look at that go. Wow.
That's over the car park as well. That one's going into the trots. It's over.
Oh!
That's 6 and out. That's it. Dogsy's bloody tractor and loader up the top. That'll take 20 minutes to get that back. Go for it, young fig. Grab that bloody ball and piss off running. You should just take it.
No one's going to fetch you today.
That's over in the kids' oval. That's a long way away.
He's come back up with it. I'm not sure what his mate's doing. He needs to be down so he can get the ball back to the game, and they figured it out. Holy moly.
He's not going to kick it because I don't think he can make the distance from the car. Well done, young fellas. Good work. Kept the game ticking over. Be kicked in. From a Mally Diesel sign. Long kick. The wind holds it up the last second. Good punch out there, and we're out of bounds directly in front of the Northwest Ag Services sign. Steve Cameron, if you're listening, great business. You really look after the locals. Made about $3,500 for anti-cancer at their golf day about 3 or 4 weeks ago. So thank you very much for them. Ball gets thrown in again. See Ruckman go at it. He's pulled something out here. Is he going to get a free kick or?
No, just do it again.
Knows. Another throw in. Yeah. Run up, little fella, if you can't make the distance, he said. Tough kick today, throwing it over your shoulder doing that. Oh, the wind's got hold of it again.
Murphy dish out a handball to Carriage. Knocked over the line by Reeves, and it looks pretty flat out there at the moment. Robinvale probably knowing that their season's done.
I think both sides have had a gutful in playing those conditions. And who could blame them? Pretty ordinary sitting up here just even watching. So.
Yeah. Goes up again, Lee, and it's going to be another boundary throw in.
Oh, that's cleared the boundary line on the full, so that is out of bounds on the full. Free kick to Robinvale. No. If the ruckman knock it over the Joe the cameraman's giving us advice here. If the ruckman actually clears the line with his punch, it is out of bounds on the full. He reckons it's come off his foot. I think Joe the cameraman zoomed in a bit close. I'm not sure he knows. Ball gets thrown up right on the 50-metre arc. Two ruckmen go at it again. It's been a great tussle all day. Bodies get knocked ass over everywhere they go. Handball. Looking forward, it's a foot race. Who's got some? Oh, should be holding the man and not. Going to sock it off the ground. Good little push in the finish, and the back could have been, but not. Both sides going at it. Kerrich has now got 4 or 5 metres spare. Looks up, there's not much on offer. Good little quick handball. That's a beautiful quick handball. And he's going to take him on and get caught. Oh, he's kicked it along the ground and it goes out of bounds in that usual spot. No, it's not. Kept in. No, it is out of bounds. Right in front of Snoopy.
Oh, I was just watching, should have been watching the football. I was watching someone try and fold up a picnic rug and by Gino were having a fair old challenge. Just stuff it in the back of the car. We'll sort it out tomorrow. The ball goes in. Robinson taps it down. It comes to Murphy. He knocks it back to Nolan, who gives it to Robinson, and he misses. And even that footy could go a long way onto Johnson Street. But
Well, if you're watching, jog out the front and grab it, mate. It's nearly up where you are.
30-point lead now for Mildura. 21 minutes gone. I'm not sure how much time on we're going to have when the ball's been going on to the trotting track.
Yeah, there'll be a bit. Absolutely there will. Although we thought that last quarter only went for 23 minutes. So, Loza Shattuck, I hope you haven't got any roly-polies in your yard because they'll be all in mine. Loza watches us. Ball gets kicked long. Oh, no one really took a chance to mark a good handball out wide. Another quick handball on. This is looking pretty promising. Hacked it round the corner. Oh, he didn't have that and has been scragged. Should have got a free kick, but hasn't. And the umpires have swallowed the whistle. Hello, a bit of argy-bargy going on. I can't quite see Joe. The cameraman's got his guts in the road again. Ball gets thrown in. Good umpiring. Gill couldn't get it. Maxi Gorn does. Kicks it round the corner.
And the blue's still going on here.
Big boy
Johnson
over
dumped someone, but
Couple of
in the
bands
actual play, we got McDonald and we got Garefa. Garefa sogs it forward. He's got Leslie in support. He gathers. Chips it. Finds a teammate. And the wind's definitely not dying down. Kamira's found some space. He tries to go on board. Well smothered. Kick goes forward from Mildura. McDonald snaps it forward again, and oh boy.
We've seen a lot of balls out of bounds there, haven't we?
Yeah. Those cars were well and truly in danger today. Little chip kick by Turner to Adkins.
Kicks it long. Good kick.
Finds Mezzatesta.
Good weighted kick. Hasn't been too many balls actually hit targets like that today. He's been pretty accurate with his kicking. Oh, that actually looked like he was going to go over his head and held up. And didn't. Chris has got it. Kicks it into Sinar forward. Oh, well defended. Good strong mark there. Rosa.
Yeah, well done.
Who's got it? Sinar back, and will take his time milking the clock as much as he can. He'll kick it long if not out of bounds. No, he's going to get it inside the field of play this time. Oh, hands over the top. Robinvale in the van here. Good little underground handball, but not really to anyone in particular. Gerrich has got it. Handball's back. Gives his teammate a little bit of time. Handball to him again. Little sidestep. Kicks on the left. He's got a fair piece of that. Good mark. Can't actually see who that is from here, Nick.
That's Jesse Gosman, I think.
And he's got it.
Who's got better as the game's gone on here.
He needs to hit this straight to centre forward.
That's probably as good as kick as you could produce in those
Well done.
conditions. And Dylan Murphy, a Mildura veteran, he knows he just wants to take every bit of these 30 seconds off.
Poor old Joe, the cameraman's trying hard if you're at home to keep this level, but the whole roof is shaking.
Yeah.
This would be close to the worst conditions I've ever seen a game of football played, and if we just got a little drizzle of rain, it would be the worst.
I reckon I'd nearly rather play in bucketing rain than the wind that's been produced today.
Just probably got a little stop in play. Congratulations to the A grade. They were down by 4 or 5 goals at quarter time and got up a 1 by 16, which was pretty impressive. So well done, girls.
Murphy's a struggling little kick forward. And Rogerson's fighting for Mildura. I'm nearly just waiting for the umpires to get together and call this so I can get down from here.
Should be a 0-0 draw before this comes off the roof.
Anyway, good handball back, goes over the top of the carriage. He gathers, sidesteps, goes back to Jory. His trusty left boot, chisels one inside. Well intercepted here by Mezzatesta, and it finds Reeves, who drops it. Jory's followed up. Roberts, he's been calm all day, and he's got 3 to choose from there. I think that's Murphy.
I think he's just taking a bit off the clock, to be perfectly honest. I don't think he had any intention of playing on with that. He's going to have a shot. He'll have to kick this 90. He's kicked it pretty good. It's going to the hot spot. Oh, well spoiled. Come on, Robinvale. That's a good hurried kick and chipped out wide. Good target on the left.
Neil, he hasn't had too much in this last quarter. Mezza tester as we're into the 26th minute, and that's a turnover straight to Jory, who's had 3 kicks in about a minute here.
Well, the game's at a bit of a hiatus. Young Maggie Smith, 15 years of age, 43 goals out of
48.
46 or something, was it?
48. Absolute superstar, and I think Rogerson's been awarded the mark here. Not Rogerson, Robinson. Oh, what's the umpire going to do?
The umpire wants it.
No, the umpire wants it back. The umpire's seen enough. And Mildura, 7 goals, 10, 52. Beat Robinvale, 3 goals, 4, 22 in one of the more extraordinarily conditioned games of football.
Said at the start of the game, 7 or 8 goals would win this game, and that's exactly where we've ended up. Bloody tough day at the office for everyone involved. Spectators, anyone that's still here watching, have done a great job. Both sides have actually had a red-hot go. There's been a lot of physicality, and both sides actually stood up fitness-wise, I thought, too, Nick. Like, no sides was actually cramping in those shit conditions. Like, you're talking 26, 27 degrees and blowing like that. It's got to take it out of the players, but they've done a good job. Scores are correct, going by the goal umpires. They're shaking each other's hands. Best for Mildura, Nick.
Oh, boy. You have to go between Kerridge for his work in the midfield, but I think, as I said earlier, it's whoever's going to take the chances we're going to be the side that's going to win. So Lando kicked 4, and I think the other 3 were kicked by Tutor Rogerson, who's putting up a decision to put him up forward was a master stroke, and Zach McDonald kicked the sealer at the 14th minute mark of the 4th quarter, and by gee boys, we nearly just get down from here before we go over.
Yeah, and I tell you, I like Lee's game. I mean, he didn't actually hit it to a lot of his midfielders, but he hardly lost a ruck contest and done a lot of wrestling for the day and made sure that there was no ascendancy from Robinvale. They've got 3 ruckmen, so I thought his game was pretty good. And look, Mildura played some great football today. They deserved to take the next step next weekend, and unfortunately for Robinvale, that's the end of it. And on behalf of Joe, the cameraman, who's done the runs all year, he's the one that's organised everything. Nick and I just come up and have a few beers and talk a bit of crap. Just like to thank Filming Footy for organising this live stream. We've enjoyed doing it all year, and the stats by Darkfish. I mean, it's a great opportunity to showcase our game, and for people that watch, especially United throughout the year, and all the people that can't get back to watch games, it's great to have an opportunity for people to tune in and watch a bit of stuff, Nick.
Yes, it's been great for us too. We've enjoyed every minute of this season, even if it has been blowing a gale, raining sideways. It's been that sort of season. But Mildura, they advance to next Sunday at Kenny Park. They will take on Wentworth to find a spot in the preliminary final.
Right, on behalf of Joe, the cameraman, we're signing off for 2024. Thank you.
Let's get them.